Hey pups, RP here, and this is a long overdue rant about my personal problems within the Undertale fandom. Whew boy, this is gonna be a real doozy. Now keep in mind that my main issues isn't with the fandom itself, it's the fans / trolls within the fandom that make it the toxic, dare I say, cringe culture wasteland that it's unfortunately become. I got into the fandom rather late, but I otherwise enjoy it very much, and I'm excited for the second chapter of Deltarune, meaning Deltarune is an AU within Undertale itself, and has a what-if scenario showing a world in which humans and monsters coexist without the war between them, and a world in which Frisk and or Kara never existed, but instead Chris is the safe child and Asriel is of course alive. But I do have some issues with it, like many others in the fandom. The main and obvious issue within the fandom is the Sans shippers. Sans Skeleton is basically a comedian who started with the Soriel shipping, Sans x Toriel, among other wholesome ships, such as Sans Gore, which happens to be my favorite with Soriel being a close second, but there are Sans ships out there that make you ask the question, why? Why does this exist, and why in the unholy hell was this made? Case in point, font shipping. Font shipping is an incest ship between Sans and his brother Papyrus. Yeah, it's really fucking gross. I've also seen not safe for work of it. Don't look that up, children. You'll be scarred for life if you do. Now, I'm all well and good with the not safe for work and or fetish art of Undertale characters and ships like Soriel and Sans Gore, but font shipping? Nope, all aboard the nope train. No, 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 no! I'm gonna ride that dang nope train as hard as possible to stop font shipping from existing. I get that Sans is a fictional character along with the other characters in the game, and the brain is fucking weird, but seriously? Font shipping? Font shipping? Why? Why would you do this? Speaking of fictional characters being shipped, the Sans shippers seem to be the worst of the bunch. Well, the ones I've seen and heard from. From what I know, a mass majority of them could be trolls. As for people like Peppermint Loser, who ships herself with Undertale Sans, she seems to do it all in good fun. We'll get to the Undertale AUs later in this video. As well as Sans Love Scootaloo, now called Cinnabear. People like Peppermint Loser and Sans Love Scootaloo are the Sans shipper fans who do it all in the name of fun. Or at least I think Cinnabear did all of them, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. People like Birdie and Cutie the Kitten, however, yeah. For those who have no idea who Birdie is, or need a mind refresher, Birdie was a young meme animator on YouTube and DeviantArt who did a lot of crazy crap and wrote a rape fic between her and Sans. Rape fic. Rape fic. Let that sink in. But I think it's because she was a kid, she let fame get to her head, which caused her mental health to spiral downward and make her go completely out of control. When you're young and famous, crazy stuff gets into your head and messes with your mental health and sanity, but that still doesn't excuse her for that. Although I do hope she's matured since then, but I've been wrong before. Same goes for Cutie, minus the rape fix, mind you. Apparently this child believes she was Sans' wife and girlfriend. I mean, kind of a double negative there if you're Sans' wife and girlfriend. This got to her head so bad that she made threats to others who said Sans was a fictional character, possibly bullied her, and various other comments as well. Cutie's reaction was constant threats and an animation / drawing of Sans attacking those who either bullied her or said Sans wasn't real and she wasn't married to him. Again, like with Birdie, I do hope that Cutie has matured since then, considering she herself was a child as well. But again, that doesn't excuse what she did in the slightest. But with other Sans shippers, they're either trolls, children doing it as a joke, or all of the above. I know Sans X self-inserts have become laughable at this point, but this is just too much! I mean, the joke is older than the pull my finger gag at this point. I get it, a lot of people are doing this to either get someone's goat, to make someone laugh, or just kids having fun and learning character development, and what ship works with what character / self-insert they have. But it's gone overboard at this point. I'm sure everyone with common sense has gotten tired of it. Just stop. Please. Alright. Remember when I said we'd talk about the AUs in the fandom later? Well, it is time. For anyone who has no idea what an AU is, let me spell it out for you. An AU is short for an alternate universe headcanon for someone's what-if scenario or idea for a video game, book or manga, cartoon or anime, movie, etc. So just my AU for the trio of Danger from Dragon Ball Super. Bergamo is a father with a wife and child, Lavender had a family with 4 kids at one point, and Basil had a girlfriend who just so happened to be a rabbit. Oh wait, that example was just headcanon, I think. Never mind, bad example. A few well-known AUs in the fandom are Underswap, Underfell, Littletail, and Underlust. Some say Underlust is the worst out of all the AUs, but I digress. I'm not one to judge what AUs the fans want and create, which are, well, fine and dandy, to be honest. But then the AUs become more and more confusing as they were created over time. Next thing you know, we have AUs such as Swaptail, Fell Swap, Little Swap, and more. I mean, what's next? Little Fell, Lust Swap, Frisk Tail, Tory Tail, Undersands, Lust Fell, Human Tail? Okay, actually, if Little Fell exists, I want to see it. And the final conclusion, not safe for work in fetish art. I know I'm not one to complain about fetish art or not safe for work within anything regarding fandoms, OCs, etc. But the fact that people can go above and beyond when it comes to creating stuff like that, it's kinda disturbing. Now, I myself have drawn the occasional fetish / not safe for work art, but there has to be a balance between it all. If I don't have a balance between safe for work art and fetishy / not safe for work art, then it's probably going to go to my head. At least that's my opinion on the matter. For example, the fetishes involving Toriel. Next to Sans, she seems to be the target for many fetishes. A fetish commonly drawn involving Toriel is weight gain, making her chubby. It can be kind of cute and rather, let's say, unique in a way, but if you end up going overboard and making her over 1,000 pounds on a repetitive cycle, then you're getting a little creepy there. Look, I understand everyone wants to express their love for a certain fetish they have and combine it with a favorite character from a video game, anime, manga, whatever, but I've seen people go above and beyond and absolutely insane over stuff like this, up to the point where they're forcing others to join their fetish cult and making them draw their favorite character in other fetish fantasies. Several times, I might add, making the person have a bad experience not only within the fandom, but with a certain fetish as well. I know I had a friend who tried to force me into being 24/7 ABDL, but surprisingly enough, that didn't drive me away from my other friends who were into it, but it did rub me the wrong way because I didn't want to do it for personal reasons. That being said, I apologize that this video was short, but these were the main points I could think of when it comes to my problem with the Undertale fandom. But again, my main problem isn't with the fandom itself, it's toxic fans within the fandom that are the real problem. If you want to share your thoughts on what you think the problem is with the Undertale fandom, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And as always, cue the outro because RP is out. Peace!